Hello everyone. In this video we are going to discuss about HTTP, HTTPS, SSL and TLS. But before discussing about these protocol, let's take one step back and discuss about communication model because communication model understanding is required to understand these protocols. So there are two communication models for data. First one is peer-to-peer communication model and the second one is client-to-server communication model. In peer-to-peer or P2P communication model, both the systems are having data and both the systems are also having same capability. Either of them can initiate connection with each other to transfer the data. BitTorrent, ShareIt, and Bluetooth apps are the example for peer-to-peer communication. In client-server communication model, client requests data to the server, server serves back the data to the client. In this model, the data is always present on the server. Browser in your PC, WhatsApp app, and YouTube apps are the example for a client-server communication model. The internet is huge distributed client-server communication model. Since we know that the client initiate a communication with server to download or upload the data, and both the systems are having application installed. For example, client is having a browser and the servers are having Microsoft IIS or Apache installed in it. But still there is a need of having a common language or a protocol which both can understand, and that common language is HTTP. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. As name suggests, it's a data transfer protocol. It's not a data security protocol. HTTP is the protocol which is widely used in the world today, and it is also underlying protocol for internet. HTTP protocol is used for viewing the web pages, and the data transfer between client and server are in clear text. In this section, we will discuss key element of HTTP like HTTP feature, HTTP version, mode, request and response. So let's begin. There are three basic features that makes HTTP a simple but powerful protocol. HTTP is a connectionless protocol, HTTP is a media independent, and HTTP is stateless protocol. So HTTP is a connectionless protocol because when the HTTP client, that is a browser, initiate a connection to a server and wait for a response, and when the server responds back, the client disconnect the session. That means the server and the client know each other during the current request. So they don't have any pre or post connections available to make it. And that's the reason it's a connectionless protocol. Since HTTP doesn't maintain any connection table, so it's a stateless protocol. Now, HTTP is a media independent. It can handle any type of files subject to client and server capability. HTTP is a connectionless protocol for the reliability is heavily dependent on transport layer protocol like TCP. So these are the basic three features that make HTTP a simple but powerful protocol. Let's discuss HTTP available versions. On Wikipedia page of HTTP, we can see that HTTP is a application layer protocol. Since it is a connectionless protocol, so for the reliability, it is totally dependent on transport layer protocol like TCP. There are three versions of HTTP, HTTP 1, HTTP 2, and HTTP 3. The criteria which differentiate these versions are speed, latency, and the protocol which are used. In HTTP version 1, we have two subvariants. HTTP version 1.1 is more faster than HTTP version 1.0. HTTP version 1.1 is only in use and approx 30% of the websites are using HTTP version 1.1. HTTP version 2 is revision of HTTP version 1.1 and it is a faster version. HTTP version 1 and 2 are using TCP at the transport layer where HTTP version 3 uses UDP protocol. As I mentioned, HTTP version 3 uses UDP, and because of that, it's a faster than HTTP version 1 and 2. Approx 20% of the websites are using HTTP version 3, and almost all the browsers are nowadays supporting HTTP version 3. This part of the video we will discuss HTTP modes. So there are total 8 HTTP command modes are available. A user can use these command modes to download, upload, delete, connect, or trace the files in the server. Majorly get and post are in use. Get is used to download the files from the server, and post command modes is used to upload the files to the server. Let's discuss HTTP request and HTTP response. A typical URL consists scheme, domain, and path. Scheme can be HTTP or HTTPS, domain where you want to connect, and path which file you want to download it. When a user open a browser and type a URL to access a website, basically browser sends a HTTP request to web server. HTTP request consist URL, HTTP version 1 or 2 or 3, method get and post, and basic header and body. Then web server sends back the HTML pages to browser, and web pages get displayed. Alongside with HTML pages, server also sends HTTP status code and basic header and body information. HTTP status codes are very helpful in troubleshooting web communications. We are on the Cloudflare website, which is the leading web security company, has published the information about HTTP status code. HTTP status codes are three-digit codes most often used to indicate whether an HTTP request has been successfully completed or is there any error. Status codes are broken into following five blocks: information, success, redirection, client error, and server error. If the HTTP status codes belongs to 100 range, that means it's the informational. And if the range belongs to 200, that means web pages has been downloaded successfully, and range belongs to 300, that means redirection has been taken place. Means when if you type http, it's become redirected to https or some other websites. And if there is a range which is 400, that means there is a client side error. Often you used to get 404 error, means user has done typo error in URL request. And if the status code belongs to 500 range, that's indicate the problem at the server end. Very often you used to get 505 error. That means server has been encountered with internal error, or there is a misconfiguration at the server end. So congratulations to all. We have covered almost all key element of HTTP and its functionality. One key point is to note here is that HTTPS is HTTP plus added security. So you are not required to learn again the same functionality for HTTPS. So only thing you need to learn is the protocol which makes HTTP as a secure protocol, that are SSL and TLS. Let's do a practical analysis of HTTP, which will include all the key elements which we have learned till now, followed by a question and answer session. So see you there. Hello everyone. In this part of the video, we will learn more about HTTP by doing an inspection of a HTTP website. To achieve the same, let's find a website which is still served on HTTP, and let's go to Google and type HTTP website. So this website is being served over HTTP, and we can see the alert message here. The website is not secure. So whatever data is being transferred between web browser and web server, it is in clear text. To do inspection, we can press F12 on the keyboard, or anywhere in the home page, we can just right click and click on inspect to get the developer tool. So this is the developer tool. We need to go to network tab and then refresh the page. So left side of the screen is your website homepage, and right side we can see it is a developer tool. So let's start the inspection. So there are major three parts are there, which we are going to discuss now. So we can see on this part of the developer tool, we can see 60 requests has been made at this speed to download 2.9 MB of resources. And we can see here it took 18 seconds, almost 19 seconds to download this home page. The second part of the developer tool is this section where we can see the type of files which is being downloaded, which is also present in this column. Let's go to image and click on that. So we can see on a preview page all the content which is part of this website homepage is getting displayed here. And the third section of the developer tool is this section which talks about the name of the website, HTTP status code, then domain where we have made the request, and type of the file which is being downloaded. So we can add few more column which will give you more information about the website. For example, method. So which method is used to download the file, which is get. The next one is protocol. Is so if you can see here, it is HTTP version 2, which is being used here, and then in scheme is HTTP. Let's go to go.com, and here we can see status code is 200. That means page has been downloaded successfully. All the content has been downloaded successfully. And the remote address of web server and which protocol it is running, which is 80. So friend, this is all about HTTP. In next video, we will learn about HTTPS, which is actually a HTTP and with some security protocol like SSL and TLS. Let's summarize our learning in this video by answering few questions.